we should be live pretty soon here. Just in the middle of a trade. Waiting for this to have a breakout over 7.5. It's a little bit slow here. Giving it a little bit longer. It's kind of weak. Closed for now, looking for potential rebuy. Just got my rebuy at 83. Let's keep watching this one. Decent volume coming in. Definitely decent volume for potential breakout. Smaller size. I don't know. Maybe this is going to be the breakout. This is such a slow morning here. I'm trying to watch several tickers, but we're not getting that follow through. I was just in this trade, you know, looking for so many breakouts on this pullback here, making me a little bit hesitant on how I want to go about it. We'll talk about the other gappers in a second, guys. Let me just it's always a little bit stressful when you're trying to go live and you're in the middle of a trade, because there's a few settings and few buttons you gotta click, and then I can't really do my checks. So I have no idea if like my microphone or something's not on or... All right, LHDX, right now it's our lead gapper on the day. It's Wednesday, May 12th here. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we got 30 minutes before the market opens. Well, right now it's 9:04, so 26 minutes. I'm still watching LHDX. I mean, this pre-market was so slow that I felt like anything that starts popping is going to be worth trading, and that's kind of why I jumped on LHDX. I did miss this run up though. I came a little bit too late on it. Could be another opportunity right here. It's a bit of a slow mover. Overall though, I'm down today. That's probably why I'm trying to get this trade in. I lost on NERV right at the open at 7, TOS open, and then Eyes gave us so many good opportunities, but I had people over today picking up a piano, and I had to like help them, and that was really, I was watching Eyes, and then I was running out, and then honestly I probably just should have not traded, but that was a little bit annoying. Other than that, you know, let's get going here. You know, at first I was like, oh man, another slow pre-market, but now we're getting some excitement in here. So this is where I was trading Eyes. You can see, you know, we had some really good momentum, but I missed this because, you know, just, you know, life. And then I tried to trade it again, but I just kept on, you know, this was a nice little 3% bounce here. Somehow I lost money on it. Again, I tried to trade the breakouts to the upside, but it was consolidating, and then I pretty much dropped it. Here goes LHDX again, trying so hard. I'm a little bit nervous here. Just very light increase volume. It could flush back to VWAP, so I'm not looking to trade this right now. Remember, if you guys are watching this on playback, don't forget that we have all the tickers that we're watching posted in that first pinned comment below. I have my watch list. So we got NERV, BMRA, we got UPST, Eyes. Eyes for some reason saved twice here. That's not right. Anyway, let me refresh this. This should be right. Yeah, and the LHDX. So we had, I mean, look how many tickers we have here. Usually, if I'm watching more than 2 tickers, you know, there's a lot of indecisiveness in the market. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tickers highlighted, which is just way too many. It basically means there's no clear lead gapper, and I think that's probably why I'm so excited with LHDX, because this one finally was like trying to break away from the herd a little bit. So I was like, okay, we got a little bit. We got a little bit of momentum here, so that's why I'm watching this ticker the closest right now. 36 million float, 200 million market cap, USA diagnostic company. They got their corona test available now, self-test on Amazon. So that's why they're kicking it right now. That's why they're jumping here. And you can see, you know, this ticker's been pretty much in a constant sell-off, 87%. Kind of reminds me of SNDL a little bit. Going for that big bottom bounce, potentially a dead cat bounce, but we'll see. Really, really nice on the 4 hour. You can see this big momentum here. Next big resistance at $8. So let's see if that holds up. If we break $8, you know, we could run quickly to 11. So I like what I'm seeing here on LHDX. Yeah, you know, it's actually a funny recovery D-Road. I saw Ross's video where, you know, there was a fire going on and he was panicking during trading. That's pretty much what happened here without the fire. Here we go, LHDX, nice little pop there to the upside. Good little move. Let's see if it holds here, the 705. Boom, another breakout. Good breakout there. A little late to the party, so it looks like I was right. I had the right idea here, but this was a really extended pullback, and you know I ended up missing it. Unfortunately, it could have been a great rip to the upside. This is kind of the stuff I've been looking for all pre-market that just has not been showing up. So it's really good to finally see it. Unfortunately, I'm not on board, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is that it exists. Nice, nice, nice. Good action here. $7.5 and $8. That's the zone we're looking for right here for this ticker LHDX right now. So let's keep watching it. There's no point in reviewing the other tickers because this one's moving. Holding 713, holding 7. Small size potentially at 709. Jumping in on this one here. Looking for a break past 720. Gonna take my profits there. Let's see if it gets that move though, 720. That was my original goal. Today's been so hard to keep any profits. That's why I think I was extra quick on taking profits there this time. Today's been just, it's been a slip and slide of profits. You're just constantly giving them back. Looking for that breakout at 720. Let's see if we, boom, there it goes. Nice. So I coulda, shoulda, woulda rebought. I was thinking about buying back here at 705. I don't think I would have got a fill, to be honest. Doesn't really bother me. But nice, 725. Look at this one go. Really good. Again, I'm looking for that move to 8. Let's see if we can get it. Maybe it's not going to go there. Maybe it's going to go to like 775 or something like that. But that still gives us plenty of upside here. Right now in the 5 minute, it had two very distinct pullbacks. And it's running. 3%, almost there with about a 2% pullback. Eyes is looking like it could be a bit of a bottom bounce coming up here. It really depends if it breaks past the 9 EMA, but percentage-wise, it's not super interesting to watch. Fubo, what you want to call this ticker, holding the highs really well after its big run up again. A little bit slower of a company though. Or a ticker, I should say, not necessarily company. LHDX. Yeah, LHDX is still the main one I'm watching. We've been seeing a lot of consolidation today. SPY down 0.6%, so we're probably going to have a red open. Bitcoin slightly down as well. United States oil kind of pumping along here to the upside. It's been pretty continuous. That last trade luckily put me back green, so pre-market trading here, green. But yeah, I don't know. I could be down $100 just as easy. It was just not my best trading. Also, just wasn't the cleanest pre-market. But I'm excited. You know, besides yesterday, I think yesterday was pretty much our first really slow day. Because the markets overall sold off so much. So when the indexes are down over 1% or up over 1%, sometimes it's a little tricky for small caps. But yeah, yesterday was really the first slow day of the month, which is quite exciting to think about. Anyway. This consolidation is very, well, right now, technically, LHDX is on the front side. Let's see if we get a move past 725. That's the spot everyone's looking for. Yeah, George, I'm actually long that ticker. I'm not averaging down on it because my swing trade portfolio is fully allocated. I'm pretty much at break even on MNMD. I'm down $44 on it. You can kind of see here the overall situation. I was buying here on the big bounce. I went for the dead cat bounce, but I was looking to take profits around 4, and I missed my exit when it didn't hold. So right now I did go a little bit negative on this one, and yeah, looking for that continuation. I mean, it's a very, very small position size, a little shy of $2,000, just kind of like a little trade, but at the same time, you know, I did kind of miss my exit there. All right, that's probably going to wrap up pre-market trading here for me. All right, let's quickly review what we got going on here overall in the news. It kind of seems what I keep seeing everywhere is the pandemic with the ransomware attack on the oil pipeline company. So nothing really new there. We've been talking about that for a few days now, but it's still unresolved and creating shortages. As you guys are definitely aware of, there is a lot of violence right now in Isreal, kind of a spike from what we've been seeing. The worst fighting in years intensifies as Israel assassinated several commanders of Hamas, the Islamist militant group that controls the Gaza Strip. Dozens of civilians, including children, have been killed in fighting amid wave of unrest prompted by broad Palestinian anger. So that's been taken over the news, along with the oil issues in the southeast of America. There's an article here on SPCE Space, a company that I actually ended up doing one small trade in yesterday, and if you guys were in the Discord, you saw me write about that. I made like a very small profit, like $100, but it was enough to put me back green on the day, which is kind of funny. Again, I always say it doesn't really matter. But if you're curious in terms of why our green streak didn't end, because I'll probably talk about it, who knows? I was up $13 at the end of the day yesterday, and that was only because of that last space trade. It was a very small trade. You can kind of see it here. There was a nice bull flag here, and then I bought that first pullback, and then we basically just sold right away afterwards. It was a pretty simple trade. I coulda, shoulda, woulda held longer, but yeah, it was a day trade, and those mid caps, day trading mid caps is not my thing. So I was happy to take my profits and wrap it up. So if you're looking for a little bit news here on space, I would probably consider reading this article. I kind of skimmed it here, talking more about SPACs, a lot of focus on SPACs. Unfortunately, this highlighting thing here just reloaded in the wrong spot. This is kind of funny here. I saw this morning. Actually, it's more like right here. We even read a report that Goldman Sachs MD is quitting his day job after hitting the jackpot trading Dogecoin. Probably less so trading it than just holding it and having the nice run up, right? Because I think you had to be more of a hodler than a day trader with Litecoin. I mean, with Dogecoin. 20% of Metro Atlanta gas stations start without gasoline. Oh man, all my highlights are gone. A little bit unfortunate. YouTube trying to catch up here with TikTok and Snapchat, trying to get more of the kind of quick views. This was a good stat here. In March, there were more open jobs in the U.S. than any other month in since the recording began, which only began in 2000, so around 20 years. So not too much in terms of recording, but at the same time, all-time high in job openings. So, if you ever see one of those kind of memes where it's get a job or something like that, there's a reason for them popping up everywhere right now. Uber and Lyft are teaming up with the White House to offer free rides to COVID vaccine sites. That's actually going on in the Germany as well. My grandma actually got a free taxi ride to get her vaccination. She was all excited about it and was telling me all about it. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's clear that. Cases are dropping nicely, but also rates are slowing down here. It seems like we're really struggling to get that 50%. Germany is actually catching up pretty quickly with the vaccinations after really having a slow start, so that's good to see. India did seem like it was kind of topping out here as well, which kind of makes me think though just their recordings here topped out. I've read a few articles where not even the deaths are being counted because only deaths that are in the hospitals are being counted, and apparently the people that just can't even get into hospitals are just absurd. But yeah, that's something worth considering here. Let's see, for example, cases, tests. There's about 1.5 million tests being taken here per day. And if we just go, let's say, to the USA, do we have tests taken? It was almost roughly the same for a country that's much, much smaller based on population. So there is definitely a huge discrepancy there. Two articles definitely worth reading here. Would you pay a cyber ransom? And Israel and Hamas on the brink of war, definitely worth reading. All right, LHDX really holding this area well. 9:22, we got another 7 minutes and 30 seconds before the market opens. Still our lead gapper here, looking snazzy. I'm excited. I think this is going to be an interesting little open. Michael says junk jobs. Yeah, I mean, probably. Oh, that's so bad, Michael. That's so bad. Yep, exactly, Infinity Master. Exactly. That was not really my goal. I was purely watching space, and I saw that really nice pullback opportunity. But yeah. And actually, when I closed it, I had no idea if I was over. Yeah, I don't know. I could rant about this. I was looking for a continuation here, and then it was kind of slowing down. I closed it. I probably would have got chopped out here. There's no way I think I would have held through all this. So in all reality, I have like no regret for selling, because there's no way, knowing me, I would have held, you know, over 30 minutes for this thing to finally keep breaking out. And then even after that, it technically would have sold off again. I probably would have got faken out here. So no regret. I saw this great bounce opportunity, and once it held here, I bought into the breakout. Now that was pretty simple. It was pretty clean, simple trading. I'm not sure, Life. I'm not sure. DMC says, I noticed a sign at McDonald's, $300 sign in bonus. Man, it's not too shabby. Throw that $300 on Dogecoin, and it'll be $600 real soon. Colby says, did you see my comment about it possibly adding notes to the calendar? No, I don't think I saw that comment about the notes. Is that in the Discord? I'll have to check it again. But I definitely have your comment in the pipeline with adding daily percentage. I really like that idea. We'll definitely look into that. Notes, I could see that being possible. It wouldn't be the hardest thing to do, but it would be hard, I think, to get it right. But we could talk about that. I'm in Link. I'm YOLOing Link for sure, Brent. I'm not in Matic though. I'm not there. I'll put it down if you think it's a good one to look into. Nice. Okay, it's good to hear that there's positive consensus on Matic. I got this, my friend gave me this chocolate Easter bunny. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty delicious right here. I've been pretty much gnawing away at it for a little bit. Doesn't really have any ears anymore. It's had a tough life. Yeah, I could do that. The Link Ethereum pair, I definitely don't have that one. Link Ether pair. I'll go on Binance. That's a very unusual pairing, I feel like. Kind of shows that it's having a hard time keeping up with Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum has gone full YOLO mode. Luckily, I ended up buying a bunch of Ethereum right here around 2000. So my Ethereum position is doing all right. I'm pretty coasting about that. It was only 2 Ethereum, mind you, so it's not like I hit the jackpot. But in terms of percentage returns, I definitely did. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm looking to see how much this one goes. I think we could have a move into the 4.5s and maybe get close to 5,000. If we get close to 5,000, I think I'll close this position, buy Bitcoin, and then look to buy back. I think. I don't know. Not fully decided. LINK. Actually, what was that other ticker? Matic. Let's go with Matic. Binance as dollar calculation. Let's throw that one up here. Oh man, this thing was, more than 10x already. I'm not sure if I could jump in it right now. 3,000%. I have to do research on this one. I don't really like buying anything that I don't understand. Even if I don't fully understand it, I just want to kind of know a little bit more about it. To be honest, I'm not sure on Matic. Anyway, guys, let's get ready here for the market open. Again, obviously, like I said before, LHDX is our lead gapper right now, up 40%. UPST crawling in for close second, up 28% here pre-market, little spike. My problem is the kind of the price range on this one. It's a $6.5 billion market cap company, 57 million float. I don't know if I'm going to trade it. It has a 57 million float, which is nice, but that, almost 7 billion market cap is, it's going to probably be a little bit awkward to trade, I think. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. Let's go here. Calm and collected. I want to be a little bit careful here right at the open. LHDX is still my go-to. LHDX, I'm watching that 775 zone. I think we might see some really nice moves towards that area, so that's what I'm going to keep an eye on for now. Holding this area, had a quick spike to the upside, but just as quick kind of giving it back. Was holding it, now it's selling off. 6% sell-off would put us around 6.5. We see a little bit more support in that area. I would maybe consider doing a dip trade on that. $6 is big daily support, but I'm not sure if we're going to have that big of a sell-off. RMED popping out here, guys. RMED looks like it's worth a trade. USA medical device company, 10 million float. 10 million market cap. 2.3 million float. That's pretty nice. Really exploding right now. Looks like they're up on quarterly results. Sometimes you want to check those quickly. I'm checking them right now. RMED halted. They definitely got a lot of cash on hand, this company. Alright guys, RMED, definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching. LHDX at around 5% sell-off here, 5.5. Possibly going for that red to green move. Eyes also potential for red to green after about a 4 or 5% sell-off. NERV, UPST looking pretty sketchy. Solid bounce on Fubo, but the rate of change on the ticker is just a little bit slower. Eyes holding this area, kind of interesting. Yeah, mixed volume is in the Discord under TOS. EYES, let's see if we can get it. Red to green on NERV and eyes. Nice breakout there. $13 million float on eyes. They announced their 2-year study. Held that area pretty well. NERV is looking pretty good too as well on the 5-minute. Possible upside till 3. Sell-off on this one was a little bit intense, but this is the one that snagged me right at the open. Choppy. LHDX still the lead gapper here and nicest dollar volume. Obviously, Fubo and UPST are having a higher dollar volume, but they're not necessarily small caps being in $2 billion zone. Another 30 seconds, and then we'll have a new minute. Could be a possible opportunity. New minute, 5 seconds. Long, smaller size here at 83. Possible second fill on eyes. Taking a small loss on this one. Still a lot of selling pressure on it. Watching it, watching it, watching it. It's definitely still sellers there that a little uncomfortable. Yep, that's what I was kind of worried about. LHDX I keep watching on my second screen, but I'm not convinced. Still not convinced on this ticker. Wow, eyes might break that 75 double bottom here. Goes into 74. Peak volume. Might consider buying it in the high 60s, low 70s. $75 is holding pretty well though right now. I'm not sure if we're going to morph the sell-off. Wow, yeah, I mean, it's no joke. Possible entry at 569. Moved it up to 70, long at 70. Possible second fill at 68. Big dip here, very big dip when that double bottom broke. Bit of a dip buy here. Haven't done a dip buy in a little bit. Other people are jumping on this, kind of feel it. Sometimes when those double bottoms break, they could give you some good buying opportunity. Be looking for a move back into the 75s. Held here now several times. 71 is a bit of the barrier to get through. Still struggling here, this ticker. Definitely you can feel the buyers though. All right, I'm out of this one. Dip buying's been really tough for me lately. I think we did all right. Yeah, I obviously sold too soon. It's been a tough dip buying environment for me personally. So let's see what we're gonna get here. Yeah, okay, so this is why I wanted to be so careful with eyes, because look at that. Shoots up for a second, then continues selling off. We're not at the lows yet on this ticker. 535 would be much, much lower. I keep watching LHDH thinking this is going to be the opportunity. This is going to be the opportunity. It keeps flushing. I don't know. RMED opened up from the halt. You know, this ticker is flying. Congrats to anyone milking this one, because this is really the one that you just hold and pray. But at the same time, you know, trading around halts like this is difficult, because, you know, first you got to try to get an entry. Second, you know, it could just unhalt and then be down 10%. It's not my favorite. You guys know that. Big resistance here around 6. This will be good fun to watch if we break 6. I think this is going to be really fun to watch. So right here we got the 180-day simple moving average, the popular trend indicator coming in from the top on that one. On NERV, we are seeing similar big resistance above on this one as well. This one's shooting here. I don't know why I wasn't trading NERV. Congrats to everyone milking this one. I don't know what I was doing, sandbagging. NERV is my biggest loser on the day. And, you know, sometimes when you trade, when you're down on a ticker, you kind of learn, man, you know, this ticker keeps burning me, so sometimes it's best to keep away. But I also traded like a fool. You know, right when the market opened pre-market on TOS, I was buying this breakout higher. I liked the overall position. It was one of the lead gappers at the time, and then it just flushed. And I just, you know, instantly took a big loss. And I was like, ugh, well, that was, you know, chaotic. That was really silly. I usually never trade that first, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes at 7. I don't know. If we see something like 87, I might jump on this ticker. Size at 87, nothing crazy. Small size. $87 definitely has its share of buyers here. Still a lot of sellers though in this one, pumping. I'm going to take some quick profits there with the potential to rebuy. Remember guys, I'm down on this ticker, so when I'm down on a ticker, I'm usually extra cautious on trading it because it means I haven't got my groove on it yet. So base hits. But this clearly has been one of the better tickers to be trading. Definitely beats ICE and LHDX for sure, which I thought were going to be much nicer. I got an alert on ICE. I don't know if it's going to go off, but if it breaks below 5.6, it might be a good entry around 5.7 or something like that. Ramoli says hang in there. I'm trying. Hey, look at that NERV. Quick pull back to 85. Could have been a great re-entry. Let's see what this old tickeroonie does. Possible break above the 9 EMA on eyes. NERV is looking a little bit shaky. Shaky bakey in this area. NERV, what are we gonna get? What you gonna do, boy? NERV is making me nervous. Markets are pretty red today. NASDAQ around 1% down. NERV, the main ticker pre-market for a bit, that 41 million float, biotech, phase 3 results today. Oh, I was looking for that move at 85 for a quick entry. Removed it. Let's see, this could sell off again. Another entry at 85 could be kind of clutch. Watching. Pull back here. Possible entry at VWAP. I don't know if we're gonna get to VWAP though. Nah, that was nice. I think I missed my entry on this ticker. You got to trade on LHDX. LHDX, it's going for that 9 EMA breakout. I don't know if it's going to get it. Yeah, good pullback there. I'd be hella on edge if I was long LHDX because of the last two flushes to the left. But nothing's guaranteed. RMED starting to trade a little bit longer. $6 is such big resistance. Sorry about that. Oh, I'm still yawning. $6 is such big resistance here on the daily on RMED with that. It's got the 180-day simple moving average. It's got huge horizontal daily, weekly, monthly resistance zone. And it's just a psychological, zone, and you hold dollar. So, man, getting above $6 is going to be difficult for RMED. But if it does, former resistance, new support. So it could be a launch pad. We'll see. Well, if I wrapped up right now, it would cover my new cost of this tripod I just bought, which I'm pretty stoked about. That's so bad. So bad. NERV. Good little bounce there on NERV. I could have went for that. Ramoli's long NERV. Hoping for the best. Michael says I need a Guinness. You're definitely right. We got a few beers in the fridge that are looking at me every time I open it. I think I'm gonna have a dark one today, for sure. NERV. Look at this great breakout there. Nice, Ramoli. That's making me happy. Yeah, Sync. I agree. I think that's why I've been also like a little extra chickeny lately, because the breakouts have just not held so well. NERV clearly again and again proving us that it's the best ticker on the day. Congrats, Ramoli, for taking that breakout. Good stuff, man. I don't know why I was so distracted. I don't know why I wasn't trading this one. Yeah, Rashawn. That's literally how I feel right now. Euros is pretty expensive. It's pretty much, there's like an extra 20% fee on everything when you're here. That's what it feels like. The tripod wasn't so expensive. It was like 70 something bucks. I don't know, 75, let's say. But then you times that by 1.20, and all of a sudden you're at $90, and you're like, I just shelled out almost $100 for a tripod. What the heck is going on here? Nice recovery, D-Road. Yeah, Rashawn, that's true. The cost of living in Berlin is very affordable, so I guess that makes up for it a little bit. Man, NERV just had the pullback of the century here. It almost looks like it's pending some news when you see a pullback like that, but no, I don't see any news coming out. Could be a great dip buy here. You got to be careful buying these big, strong sell-offs, because sometimes you do buy into an offering, and that really is stressful. Sometimes you buy into a halt. It's usually it's a tough risk-reward trade. NERV, though, has a 41 million float, so I'm not sure if it's going to get halted, but it could. Dang, Michael, that sounds good. Although I don't think I would fly there for that cost of living. There's other downsides you gotta manage. But what I think is cool, I mean, with the internet, and if you live in a cheap place, you know, you could make, you know, international base salary, and that's pretty awesome. That was a big reason I left New York City. My rent in New York City, I was paying $3,000 a month for a studio with one window. It was tiny, $3,000 a month. That was heavy stuff. I lived there for 3 years. I should have just put all that into Dogecoin. But no, those were good years, and it was college, and it was all well worth it. Let's see here, RMED pullback. Yeah, guys, I'm not seeing moves. Maybe eyes is a move worth considering, but I'm not seeing something that I'm like, you know, shaking because I want to jump into it so bad. RMED kind of cracking back above VWAP in the 9 EMA. This ticker could be back in play. I'm not a big fan of that huge resistance at $6. I mean, it's big time resistance there. Let's keep watching this one. Yeah, Infinity, that was no joke. Ben says I've spent $100,000 on rent. I was making a lot though, but that doesn't justify it. RMED. Right now I'm in Berlin. Yeah, there's beer vending machines here, Michael, for sure. There are. More in the south of Germany, not so much the north Germany, but you see them here sometimes. Oh yeah, Doge. Yeah, I do say it wrong. And then I correct myself sometimes, but I don't know. There's too many things to try to always pronounce right. I pretty much gave up on it. RMED sure is tempting to trade. I know some people are jumping in on this pullback. It's a nice place, Infinity. Munich and Berlin are like two different countries. They have nothing to do with each other besides like German being the official language, I guess. RMED. I like both. They're just different. I can't decide if I want to go long RMED. Part of me says do it. The other part of me says absolutely not. For the fact that this one had very little pre-market volume, the dollar volume on this ticker is actually quite nice, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing here on RMED. Although these pullbacks really don't do well for me when they're not on a proper front side. So this is the proper front side. Right now we're kind of in this purgatory of front side and back side, and these pullbacks in these zones do tend to get me more so than not. So that's the big reason I'm not trading this one. You could have scalped it though for 4%. I mean, the rate of change on RMED is nice. Is really, really nice. It's definitely giving me a hint of FOMO for not trading it. All right, Michael. We all know the birthday present to get you one day. It's an interesting combo. RMED is gonna give me some serious FOMO. For everyone that's long it, I hope it goes up. For me personally, I hope it goes down. The volume's good here. The catalyst is good. The float is good. The market cap is good. There's the breakout. $6 is massive resistance, but if we break above $6, oh my lord, there it goes. Whew! That was almost a 10% move. If we get above $6, I would probably consider trading this one again, because that means we broke some huge resistance. 597. Yes, let's go. Boom, 6. Here we go, guys. RMED is definitely back in play. Big congrats to anyone that got that initial move. We're looking really good. You got it right, Sync. Putting a limited order there just in case. I doubt it. 620 is a nice spot though. Look at this, busting through that big time resistance there. 7 and then 775 are two zones I'd be looking for. Trade this one. Nice, Rashawn. Congrats, man. Really nice bull flag on RMED that I was looking at. All right, small size here on REMD. Bought the pullback. Sold some of it because the way it was selling off. Just wanted to be a little bit careful. Yeah, looks like I got the poop end of that stick a little bit. Oh well, it is what it is. Watching this one here, 69. I'm gonna cut the rest. The reason I'm cutting the rest here is because that flush here was a little bit more aggressive than I would have wanted. I was hoping for a nice little move here to about the 80s, and then I wanted this one to hold, and then I was looking for another bull flag. You know what? In hindsight, I wanted this thing to break 6, and it did, and that put me back on it. What I probably should have waited for was a little bit bigger of a move, and then a little bit healthier of a pullback, and then a continuation. I don't know. It is what it is. Again, I can't really say I regret it, because this is the style that, you know, helps me be consistently profitable. So I'll just keep watching here, and then maybe we'll do another trade on this one. But I got to be careful. RMED, you know, 2 million float, so sketchy. In terms of other tickers, I think everything pretty much has flatlined more or less. Eyes could be a potential, but it's what I like about Eyes is that we have a double bottom here forming, so that's looking pretty good. Otherwise, if Eyes doesn't start turning around, I might just call it. So let's see what happens. Checking RMED, I actually found a nice little bottom here. So I sold at 67, right now we're back at 80. Maybe there's gonna be some more potential there. Possible move on LHDX after that higher low that just came out. I think we're actually breaking out on a pullback here on this ticker. Nice. Problem was I didn't jump on LHDX. That was kind of the move I was looking for. Nah, it didn't really hold either, so can't really say that was a bad decision. Nice little bounce here on RMED. Could be a dead cat. Again, big fan of the overall fast rate of change. I hope we see more tickers like RMED coming up, because that's exactly the fast rate of change that we typically look for. Could be a little bit of a dip here below VWAP. Struggling a little bit. Ended up holding. Eyes flushed. Yeah, eyes maybe dead, but I think around 5.5 could be another option. Hey, AJ's wondering if I use stop losses. Occasionally I'll throw in a stop loss, but probably less than 5% of the time. To me, they're easy to trip over. I cut my losses pretty quickly, so I don't use automated stops. Yeah, well, yeah, Roshan, I guess I think a lot of people don't understand that, there's such thing as mental stop losses, but, there are also things that you have to really condition. It's not really something that just is automated and handed to you. But everyone has a different trading style, and I don't know. It's really hard to kind of comment on that. I try really, honestly, not to talk about my trading with anybody that's not a trader, because it's really exhausting. Nice, Brent. I just saw your message. Don't trade too long. Yeah, super true. Let's quickly check out here what the market's doing. Dow Jones having a little bit of bounce off the lows. Could be a dead cat. Pretty much same with most tickers across the board. REMD just had a flush-tastic right there. I wonder if it's going to get halted to the downside here. This is where this kind of ticker gets a little bit dangerous. We could be in a channel though. I'm going to watch this here. Possible trade opportunity on this one, but I don't want to see the sell volume really strong. I think there's a good possibility that this ticker gets back above 5.5. 10 seconds left in this candle. Possible small size here at 31. Moving that down. It looks like it's already going to hold here. Nice little pop there, though. Good potential for sure. I don't think I'm going to get it. Nice. So I had the right idea, but again, I was probably a hair too conservative there. I like the possible move back to VWAP, the 9 EMA, and the fact that we were kind of in a potential channel here. So pretty good little move there. A little scalpy, because again, you're risking a flush and backside move. So you got to be careful. For sure. Eyes is still selling off, not really looking worth trading. LHDX pumping back up here. Good to see that. Problem with this ticker is these last two flushes in this ticker. That makes me Very, very cautious. Take care, Michael. Always a good idea, Jonathan, for sure. Kind of put a little bit of buffer between you and the red day. It's usually a good way to go. Let's quickly see here what SPCE is up to. I wasn't really able to hold those highs. But at the same time, it's got some pretty decent support coming in on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an attempt to break higher on it. But it might keep selling off for quite some time. 17 was big time support. It might run all the way down to 16. I'm gonna put an alert here. I might follow it for a little bit longer and then we'll kind of go from there. Light. Yeah, there goes RMED. Let's see, IHT being called out. Ooh, yeah, really good call out, guys. Nice little breakout there. Not expecting this ticker to be running. All-time high on AHT. It's been a multi-day runner here. IHT, I don't know what I said before. 3 million float. Most likely it's going to get halted here. Yeah, I think so. IHT halted. Whoops. RMED kind of broke below the channel, trying to bounce back up. LHDX. LHDX actually looks pretty good, but I'm a little bit traumatized from wanting to... I haven't really traded this one since pre-market, but these flushes make me very cautious because, you know, you can give back all your profits right away on a move like that, so it's not super interesting. Oh, that's a good question, Bo. I've always thought it was pretty interesting since I was a kid, honestly. And a lot of practice, a lot of studying, reviewing. But if you want to get up to speed with everything we do here, I got a foundation video series totally free, and you can check it out here, tradejournal.co/connect. In just a few hours, you can get totally caught up kind of with the major stuff we do here. And then it's all about practice and refining, and more practice and more refining. Yep, Sync, that's it. That's exactly right. LHDX, look at that breakout on LHDX. Really nice. All right. Watch out with RMED. It looks like this ticker is dying out here a little bit. Volume wise, it's taking a snooze. LHDX, this was one of my favorite ones pre-market. I was stoking about this one, but the way it was flushing made me very nervous on it, so I haven't really been touching it since. UPST back above VWAP 9 EMA. Dodge Father just listed on CoinMarketCap. That's hilarious. RMED pop back up. Man, I would have loved to trade RMED at one point, but you know, this ticker wasn't really my kind of thing today. But I'm really more referring to trading a ticker with this kind of momentum is what I would have loved doing today. Watch out, this could be forming a head and shoulders pattern, which is pretty much guaranteed to flush to the downside. I'm personally not, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to touch this one anymore, but you know, you're risking a flush for sure, and I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, you know what? I knew to be careful with RMED, but I still kind of ended up slipping. Interesting. A little bit of personal reflection there. SNDL is shaky in this area. You know, it tried a few times to bounce higher, but like properly break out, and hasn't really done it yet. I kept on thinking, you know, we're gonna see it, but nope. SPCE really light volume today. Probably a little bit tricky to trade. Right now it's still selling off. Maybe it's gonna retest around, it's hard to say where, maybe in the 16.5 or something like that. Could be an option to trade later. I don't really have any plans for trading later, but again, if I see a setup, I'll go for it just like yesterday. Otherwise, most likely pause off. Eyes could be actually a possible trade right now. This is a bit of a retest here at 64. The volume's super light on it though. Uh-oh, LHDX just had the flush. This is the flush everyone was waiting for on LHDX. Everyone was waiting for this flush. It wasn't really a question of if, just really when. And I actually thought it was going to happen here. That's why I didn't trade this pullback. Yeah, Nate, the freaking knives, huh? It's a little hectic. Oh yeah, DMC, good move there. Really good moves. Today to me was a little bit like yesterday. Like I didn't have that clear ticker I was locked in on. So it was just kind of one of those days where, I don't know, as long as you don't overdo it and you take some profits, I think it's a good day to call it. Obviously there was opportunities to get pretty lucky. I don't really want to use the word lucky, but really to take advantage of it. And I think that first leg on RMED and I guess this one too, but my experience says this is a bad setup if it's not on the original front side, but it ended up being actually one of the best plays today. So that's a little bit how the market messes with you sometimes. I think RMED could be setting up that play right here. That's why I'm not touching this one. On the 5 minute, it looks very dangerous. Looks like a bear flag. SPCE with a little bit of a breakout there, 1% popper. Not really enough to move the needle. NERV also trying here again. Very light volume on this ticker, unfortunately. I think it might be done. Eyes actually having that bounce that we were thinking about doing. Yeah, good pullback there on IHT. Nice little bounce. Still decent volume on this one as well. Having a hard time getting towards 9. It's had a few big rejections here in the mid 8s. Yeah, Jonathan, I totally agree. Good time to have a sip of coffee. IHT looking a little bit shaky here. Remember, this one has that 3 million float, so it's kind of like RMED. It's got a quick rate of change for sure. I'm gonna give myself another like 7 minutes. And then I will wrap it up. SPCE, big buy volume, had a pullback. SPCE could be an opportunity. Put a small buy order in on this one, with a potential to buy more. Full size would be about 1,200 shares. The tricky thing about space is that, well, for me personally, is that it's more of a mid cap, well, large cap. I oftentimes do get shaken around by these a little bit. Also, I'm trading here the fact that it had a higher low, but if it breaks here at 16.8, I would probably have to cut this one fairly quickly. So I'm looking for that possible continuation here towards VWAP. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. Small trade here. Light trading day for me. I don't know. What are we at? Like 10 trades or so. Pre-market did a little bit more, but overall just choppy day, slow day. So the mid caps were almost more interesting yesterday. That's why I ended up trading space. RMED is actually going for a possible breakout there at $6. Really good to see that. Even when I'm not on a trade, and even if I'm red on a ticker and it's still breaking higher, I get excited because I like tickers that show potential. Yeah, sell volume here is a little bit higher than one would have liked. I'm kind of trading a intraday Adam Eve pattern here. What I always have to remind myself when I trade a mid cap and not a small cap is you have to let this one breathe. You know, these things take multiple attempts to break out. They're just very slow movers. They're kind of just their own little beast. Sometimes you need to give them like 30 minutes for them to even have any sort of resolution. So I was looking for that original move towards 17, and then we'll kind of go from there. Technically, this is a backside move, and I was trying, and this is a little bit of a dangerous spot to be buying right here, because if it breaks, I don't know, 84 or so, we might have to cut there. RHE, guys. I mean, RMED. I'll just say RMED, RMED. Good breakout there, over 6. Good to see that. That's actually what I was waiting for originally. Might get halted. If we break 84, I'm out of this one. I'm not sure if we will. One of the rare times you'll see me add a stop. I got stopped out of that one, probably like a $30 loss or something like that. Very small position size, very slow mover. Totally fine with that one. There was opportunity on it. There goes RMED. Slip, bleep. I love it. 15% mover, guys. That's what we're looking for. INH, I think had a lot of people, or IHT, I think had a lot of people really excited for it. Had a good little pullback here. Then it had a failed breakout and just flushed. We were saying earlier that, you know, around 850, this ticker had, you know, been really struggling. There's also divergence going on with this ticker, and it's lacking a catalyst. You know, constantly going higher but losing steam very quickly. So you know, to me, I just see a lot of risk on this kind of ticker. You're also kind of, you know, a sitting duck for an offering. So I don't know. IHT, I couldn't really get excited about it. RMED, I'm also lacking a little bit of enthusiasm. But this one probably had some of the better opportunities today. So that's pretty nice. Well, okay, I think I'm gonna have to call it here. I think it's official. Today's my red day. But yesterday was pretty much already a red day. Well, we were up like $12. It's been 2 slow days, so I think I'm pretty happy because in 2 slow days we managed not to, you know, give back profits. And with slow trading days, that's really where you can make a lot of mistakes. So I really can't complain. I keep thinking, you know, I'm looking at all these other tickers on my second screen, and I keep thinking there's opportunities. You know, I was just thinking eyes could be an opportunity because we kept holding this area so well. It actually ended up being a pop. But look at this. Look at this. There's almost no volume here. So you can't even really get super aggressive. If you start trading with bigger size, you're going to be the majority of the volume, and that's never where you want to be when you're trading. So, because then if you know, the trade goes south, it's hard to manage your position without, you know, severely influencing the market. LHDX, not looking too good here, flushing. I think RMED I would have got so slammed on this one again, so I'm happy I didn't trade that one a second time. Eyes, good volume, picking up relatively here, so that's good to see. But again, it's been a bit of a snoozer. NERV, yeah. Good opportunities. I mean, there were a few. There was some. Unfortunately, I think today was just not my trading day. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Red, I'm down $56 and 33 cents. I'll take a small red day any day. Well, you know, obviously I want green days, but a small red day is healthy. And I think my biggest mistake here today was NERV. NERV was right at the opening bell. I felt like there was a really decent consolidation here, and I kind of broke a rule that I almost never, it's not a rule, but I did something I almost never do, and that's trade right at the 7 a.m. pre-market open. Pre-market starts at 4 a.m., I know, but 7 a.m. it starts on TOS and many other platforms. So this one instantly had volume. It was our lead gapper at like 30% pre-market. With a catalyst, and I traded this breakout, and I instantly got stuck in a flush here. Luckily, I traded with tiny size because my first trade of the day is always small size, because you tend to make, you know, mistakes. You know, it's your first trade of the day. You don't want to get yourself in a hole. I didn't get myself in a hole, but I instantly, you know, had a $200 loss, and it was small and it was easily recoverable. But you know, on a day like today, $100 is kind of a lot. Percentage wise, you know, that's like a 1% move, and honestly, on a day like today, you know, it's sometimes hard to get some nicer moves unless you get that huge move on RMED. So I think that was a silly mistake on NERV, and it should have just never happened. So overall, I can't really complain. I think that was probably my biggest mistake. I really don't regret what I did with RMED. You know, you don't make money by not trading, so I had to, you know, take a shot at it. Didn't work. LHDX was nice. I coulda, shoulda, woulda jumped on this one a little bit sooner, but like I said before, I was moving a piano and I was not watching it, and unfortunately I tripped over myself quite substantially because of that. Yeah, any day I trade 5 different tickers, that's already a bad sign. Eyes, I think eyes pre-market, I really gave back profits on this one for no reason. Yeah, I did really poor trading on eyes. You know, when you feel like you know exactly what a ticker is going to do and it does it, but somehow you lose money on it? That was eyes. That was eyes pre-market for me. So yeah, you know what? Today was not my trading day. That's really what I think I've realized today. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here. Fitting Master says we could have Roshan donate to his gains. That's fair enough. That's funny. Gotta get past PDT. That's what it's all about. But there's no rush to get past PDT because, you know, every day you're trading to grow your account and you're learning, right? And you know, rather slow and steady to get past PDT than, you know, blow an account. So no stress there. All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up here. I'm going to eat the rest of my chocolate bunny. And again, if I do end up trading, which, you know, like I said, is usually very rare after a stream, I will post it in the Discord link. So you'll see me, or not in the Discord link, you'll see me in the day trading section in the Discord. That's everything for now, guys. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. And anything else? Probably not. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, on the way out. Easiest way to support the channel. I appreciate that. Ciao, ciao.